club record fee is reported on Motherwell's website. So some good money for them there. Be interesting to see how else they reinvest that money back into the squad. And we'll just see a replay of that chance there. It did fall to Wilson, who just got round the left. No one waiting inside the 6-yard box, and they were able to make the clearance in the end. And we'll just go through the lineups for you. Motherwell and HB Torshavn both going to play a 4-3-3 in this formation. For the home side, it's Paulson in goal. Back four of Sparrow, Girdwood, Reich, Mormon and Wilson. It's Priestman, Fidinga and Williams in the midfield, with Vog, Booth and Seed as the front three for the HB Torshavn. Mork is the goalkeeper. It's a back four, all from the Faroe Islands, other than Styring from Norway. He's alongside Moore, Johansson and Dam. Three in midfielders then, Nenny, Hansen and Soilu, with a front three of Voss, Thompson and Jonsson. Barely been able to mention any of those HB Torshavn players though so far. It's been all Motherwell with the possession. They're looking to start fast. Here is Vog, one of the other summer signings from Switzerland, getting himself down the right hand side. 4 minutes gone, still goalless at Fair Pad, but Motherwell looking to change that. Fidinga now picks it up over that right hand side. Everyone at the back now, hands on deck for HB. Eventually out for a throw, and Motherwell forced all the way back towards the halfway line. Again, more possession for the centre backs to have now. Surprisingly, it's not the first time these two have met competitively. They met in the UEFA Cup qualifiers all the way back in 1994. Motherwell winning both legs, the home one 3-0 and the second leg 4-1. They didn't get through to the full competition in the end. They had to come up against Borussia Dortmund in the next round, so they missed out that time. Looking to get to that same stage though, and given a great chance to do it. They've given up possession though for the time being, and offside over on that final third of the pitch. So first few touches again for Mork, the Faroe Islands goalkeeper, outside of his box, and he's just going to send this one long by the looks of things. HB want to keep the ball as far away from their own defensive third as possible. It's going to fall nicely as well for Dam over on that left hand side, tries to get round his man. Long ball forward is a little bit aimless, so Girdwood Reich steps in the way of it, heads it forward, now back towards Sparrow. Not much of a press being offered by the HB Torshavn players. Can't see much of an away following as well as to be expected. On ball for now for Motherwell. That's a great ball to pick out Wilson, who takes it down nicely, loops it over his man as well. Good play from Motherwell out, just won't quite fall for them on the edge of the box. Can the away side break forward now? They can't, although it falls back towards Moore. Impressed out there. And Said and a few of the other Motherwell attackers. Eventually they've forced a turnover. HB launching the ball straight out of play for a throw, and Wilson takes it quickly. Finds one there of Priestman in the midfield, the Australian midfielder, one of two Aussies in this starting lineup for Motherwell. Alongside Girdwood Reich. Paulson from New Zealand is the goalkeeper. Chance now again for Fidinga. Almost steps over it and loses out on possession, but just about keeps it away there from him. Nenny now towards Wilson. Well, have just settled into it nicely. Crucial for HB not to concede early, and they've managed to keep them out so far. There might be a chance now for HB as well. They've forced a turnover high over the pitch, and it's played through down that right hand side. It's just going to be in front of the full-back in the end who was attacking. It may have even been Voss, the Danish player. Just a warning there from Motherwell, who almost got caught lacking.
Yeah, first time in the final third for the visiting HB Faroe Islands side. And it was just a little bit overhit for the winger Voss in the end, but it looked like it could have been a decent opportunity. As expected, this opening 7 minutes has been all Motherwell, just passing the ball around, trying to conjure up some opportunities. Haven't had too many so far. Ball whipped in, that's a decent one, well headed away towards the edge of the box, and a strike from Feringa, and in the end he puts it over the bar. But yeah, decent start from Motherwell.
Yeah, it has been a decent start there. It was Sparrow who found space over on the right side. Sports the number 7 for Motherwell, despite playing as a right back. He's been given the captain's armband as well for this game. A bit of a poor defensive header really. Straight to Sparrow. Nice ball into the box, and an easy clearance for them in the end. It was Johannesson who got in the way of it. Plenty of height in this HB team, so Motherwell are going to have to try and be a little bit more smart with their attacking play. Mork is going to once again send the goal kick long downfield. Almost 8 minutes gone at Fair Park. Still goes between Motherwell and HB, but maybe a chance now for the visitors again, who are looking to break on the counter-attack once more. They've slipped it through towards Voss on that right-hand side. Every touch takes it towards the right. Motherwell have won it back for the time being, playing it around inside the box as Fidinga spreads it out towards Sparrow, who's got space to drive into now down that right wing. Plays up ahead of him as well in position. Likes of Vog is waiting for it, however he has to turned back in the end towards Priestman. Now for Girdwood Reich. Well, I've moved it nice out towards that left side. Heavy pass from Girdwood Reich, but Wilson still gets a decent enough touch on it. One of only 2 Scots in this starting lineup for Motherwell, alongside Booth, of course, the academy graduate, as I mentioned at the start of the game. Ferdinand. And over towards Williams. Back to Ferdinand. NHB looking for that chance on the press. Johnson and Thompson working really hard so far up front for the visitors, to no avail as it stands. I haven't had to mention Paulson's name just yet, the Motherwell goalkeeper. Here he is though now with a few touches outside of the box. Not really involved too much by the looks of things. Motherwell coming into this one as more than overwhelming favourites. Can imagine why as well. A decent season in the Scottish Premier League, unlike HB Torshavn. He finished second in the Faroe Islands last season, enough for a conference qualification place. Only a bit further down though in the table, with their season still ongoing at the moment. In 6th position in the Faroe Islands Premier League, of which they have won 24 times. Haven't won it though in 6 years. Back in 2020, the last time they were champions. So hungry for more successes. Motherwell have a decent ball into the box. It's just over the head of Seed in the end, and HB should get that one clear. It's moved down the right hand side, but again the deliveries into the area not quite there so far for Motherwell.
Yeah, just a little bit overhit on a few occasions. Doesn't really feel like they've got a proper focal point. Number 9 so far, Motherwell in this one. They all seem the more smaller style forwards. It's almost as if Said and Booth are kind of just rotating between each other up front, but neither of them really the taller players. Booth just dropping into the midfield for the time being, which is where he picks it up. But yeah, I'm not sure crossing is going to be the avenue to success today.
No, it certainly doesn't look to be that way with the superior physicality of the away side. 10 minutes gone, still goalless in North Lanarkshire. This isn't the only game as well available on our service this evening. The 26-27 season is getting underway. Of course, in Europe there is Rijeka against Derry City, also in the Conference League qualifiers, available on our service. A few earlier games as well that we covered. I'll break off though as Seed has got him down the right side, pulls it back really nicely. Takes it away from his man out towards the edge of the box now. Back in from Priestman, you'd imagine. Instead he lays it off towards Sparrow. First time ball into the box, takes a deflection, and it goes behind for the first corner of the match.
Yeah, first corner of the match coming up for Motherwell. And once again, we were just talking about the crossing. Set pieces maybe going to be a bit better because they can get their big centre halves involved. The bigger players can get into the penalty area, but if you're HB, you're probably wanting them to be whipping the ball in, because as underdogs, you maybe back yourselves in the physical aspect. That's what they've got to be good at. Let's see how they deal with this one.
It's going to be Williams as well to take this one. He's indicating what he wants to his players inside the box, and it comes left-footed towards the back post. Good delivery. It's headed down. Fortunately, though, no one in an amber shirt on the end of it for Motherwell. Have retained possession, though. Ferdinand wants to get that ball into the box. Vog is making the run into the area as well. However, he'll be ignored on this occasion. Ferdinand again has it on the left side, plays it through now towards Wilson. Get away from his man, gets around the outside as well. Ball again towards the back post, might be headed down by a Motherwell player. It is, however, there's too many red shirts inside the penalty box for the time being. And Vog just press that one as it goes out of play in the end. He has actually impeded his man over on that far side as well. It was the number 8 Soilu for HB who went down under the challenge of the Swiss forward, and HB will get themselves a free kick. I was mentioning about the other games that have taken place so far in the Conference League, 2 men in total to mention. However, Kieran did cover Flora Tallinn 1 against the New Saints 0. So the Welsh side not to the greatest start there in their qualifiers. Motherwell will of course want to avoid a repeat of the other Scottish teams who have played today. Hibernian suffering a 2-0 loss away at Kosovo side Malisheva. Another Scottish side who had a decent season last time out, however that is a disastrous result to start their Europa Conference League qualifying campaign off. So a big game for them at Easter Road next time out as Motherwell get down this right side again. It's Seed on the edge of the box now, tries to make inroads, not too much movement ahead of him. Eventually plays it through. There's Vog as well, and he forces the save. First real save of note there for Mock to make, the HB goalkeeper. Motherwell might get some more momentum from that now. They've taken a throw in quickly. It's out towards Sparrow, back out again now towards Ferdinand or Priestman on the edge of the box. It's a heavy cross again towards the back post. It will go all the way through, and Wilson, well, he tries to keep it in at the cost of a throwing. The first real chance there for Vog.
Yeah, it's a really nice patience as well from Said on the right-hand side. He was just waiting, picked a lovely ball in behind and in through the legs. Just a bit of a tight angle for Vogt with the strike, and it's a really good block. I believe it was potentially Steering who just flew himself across to it and got that block in. Really good defending in the end was vital.
Yeah, initially thought it was a save from the goalkeeper, but you are right, Kieran. It was a block there from the defender, and a fantastic one at that. Sparrow again getting space on that right side. Again, the cross is just slightly overhit. Wilson this time should be able to keep it in. He's done well as well to find that one behind. Williams with a ball into the box. Now there's the header as well. It's a looping one, which Sparrow might actually get on the end of. The defensive header is a poor one, and Sparrow does pick it up. And now towards Priestman. He'll float it into the area again. Right back for Torshawn. Moore is having a real hard game so far. A lot of balls been put into the box, but he has dealt with them nicely to the time being. Here's Williams now, getting towards the corner flag, back towards Fidinga. Priestman, edge of the box now for Motherwell, makes inroads and goes past a few players. Left-footed box goes towards the far post again. It's cleared, only as far this time as Goodman Rag. He'll hit that as well. Oh, and what a goal that is! It's Mormon, the centre-back, one of the debutants for Motherwell, and he's got their season off to the perfect start. It goes through the goalkeeper, and Motherwell have made their early dominance count. It's Motherwell 1, HP Torshawn 0.
That's an absolute worldie from the centre half. Well, that is how you make an entrance for your new club. Just brought in this summer from the Austrian Bundesliga side, BW Linz, where he only scored one goal in the league last season as the centre half. Well, he's got 1-in-1 for Motherwell, and what a hit it was on the left hand side. It was nice play from Booth. The cross was well headed away. Said left it for Mormon, took one touch, opened it up, hit it on his left. That is an absolute worldie from the centre half. What a hit from the Austrian. He will not score any better, and be surprised if he's scored any better in his career. What a strike that is. And it's 1-0. He rifles it into the far top corner. 1-0.
Yeah, what an introduction to your home fans at Fair Park. That is there for Martin Mormon. Initially thought maybe the goalkeeper was slightly unsighted, but it's just so well hit right through the back of the ball into that top corner. Perfect for Motherwell. That's exactly what they needed. They wanted to get that early goal just to settle what nerves might be inside Fair Park. Of course, they will have expected to win this game regardless, due to the quality of the opposition, the sort of difference between the two teams. But for it being their first game in Europe for a number of years, there will have been some nerves around this one, and that's the perfect start for them. They've just got to keep on to the HB now. 16 minutes gone. They're in the driving seat. They're looking to really dominate this game and get a few goals before going into that away leg and hopefully have the tie wrapped up. HB are now going to have some extended spell of possession for the first time really in this game. It's just between the two centre-backs and the goalkeeper Mark at the moment, so not really going anywhere with it. Eventually moved out towards the left side for Dam. Back inside now towards Styring, who's the captain for this evening. Back towards the goalkeeper, heavy touch but keeps it away from Booth. Fits the ball forward and Motherwell are back onto it. Seed can't keep it under his spell. Sliding tackle from Priestman is a really good one, and Fidinga then finds Wilson over towards his left. A real buzz about Motherwell though for the time being. It's now through again towards Fidinga, back towards Williams. This is great football from the home side. It's not the greatest delivery into the area though. The Faroe Islands team should get this one clear. They haven't though. They've been caught napping on the edge of their own box, and once again Motherwell just setting the press. Mormon hands it out towards Sparrow. Vogue just ahead of him. Now inside again towards Williams. Just toying with HB Torshawn at the moment. The Scottish side. Fidinga. Now getting towards Williams. Some good 1-2's been played between those two before a foul from the HB man. It is a free kick from Motherwell over on that far side. Quite deep, so they aren't even going to swing this into the box. They're going to opt for possession and take it short. Again on that right side for Sparrow, who keeps popping up in good positions. Down the line towards Vogue. He goes down under a challenge from the number 3 Styring. And it's going to be a throw-in only for Motherwell. Then taken quickly, some good urgency about them. Moved again towards Mormon, surely thinking about another shot, but he's too far back this time. He instead pings a great ball over towards that right side. It's the diagonal which finds the head of Sparrow. Knocked down now towards Fidinga. Ball into the box is a dangerous one as well. It's been attacked at that far post by Wilson. Couldn't quite get there in the end. I think the final touch did come off a HB man though. Wilson almost there at the back post.
Yeah, it's good to see Motherwell just pushing for more and more goals. That's the what you want from the home side in a first leg. It's a real good opportunity where you really need to probably win by 2 or 3 to maybe be comfortable going into an away leg. It's quite clear they're the stronger side. I mean, HB have barely strung together any passes, have they? They've not really settled into life at Fir Park so far. But yeah, it's been a good start for Motherwell. A lot of debutants, like we said, but they all seem to be on a pretty similar wavelength at the moment.
Yeah, they do. Encouraging signs for the home side. Not so much the visitors, who last played in Europe in the Cup Winners' Cup all the way back in 93-94. They were in the first round that time. No major European competitions for them, though, ever since then. Back towards the goalkeeper now for the time being. Who thinks about the press, but ultimately Mark will be allowed just to send that one up the pitch. 19 minutes gone at Fir Park, and it's still Motherwell 1, HB Torshavn 0. Can their visitors finally string some sort of attack together? It's the counter-attack, and they've played it through. They're inside the box as well now. It's cut back in towards the middle. It's fairly easily dealt with by Wilson. Straight back out towards Jonsson. Will eventually get it clear, Motherwell. Dealing with it nicely for the time being. It looks so disjointed in that HB attack. Wilson's done well there just to win his side, a throw-in on this near side, about halfway inside their own half as well. HB made the point that it should have been a throw-in to them. Linesman was right next to it though. Priestman down now towards Goodman Reich, over towards Sparrow. Then we'll go along with that ball forward. It's the long searching one down the right wing, just too much on it for Vog to reach in the end though. Back towards the goalkeeper, he rolls it out this time towards Johannesson. Back inside for Hansen. No options really for him as he sits between the two centre-backs. Styring back again towards Mork. Pretty much all of HB's possession so far in this game has been in the form of passes between the goalkeeper and the two centre-backs. Again, Motherwell just looking for the right moment to trigger the press. Done well with it as well. Long ball forward from HB. He's headed down nicely by Ferdinand. That towards Sparrow. Again inside now for Mormon. Moved in now for Ferdinand to carry. Plenty of the ball so far, and he spreads a lovely ball out towards the left for Wilson. It's a great ball as well. Just touches it down there for his man. However, his second pass isn't the greatest, and he has just pulled his man back there on the counter-attack. HB are making the case that that should be the first yellow card of the game. I don't think it's going to be given in the end by the Polish referee. Wilson's just going to get a talking to for the time being. Is he perhaps lucky to avoid a yellow card?
Yeah, I think if it was a little bit more advanced for the visiting side, he probably would have got a yellow card if it was maybe a bit closer to the halfway line. But because they were so deep in their half, I think he gets away with it. He also brandished the yellow card signature himself, the man who got fouled, which is it should be a buckle offence in itself as well. So neither booked.
Yeah, neither in the end. Still no yellow cards in this one as we approach 21 and a half minutes gone at Fir Park. Long ball again forward from the visitors. They might benefit a little bit more though this time. Motherwell's defensive header can't find another man in an amber shirt, so it is going to go out for a throw in about halfway inside Motherwell's half. It's going to be the fullback Mort to take it as well. Finds a man in red as well. It's flicked over him. Too strong though is Goodman Reich in the challenger. Motherwell might be able to spring the attack now as well. It's Vog who's trying to dance through a number of players. Too many in the way of him this time. A swarm of red shirts around him. But he does lose out on possession. Back again towards the goalkeeper for Mock to send high up the pitch. Thompson loses out in the header towards Goodman Reich. They can't follow it up. Bringing it down with Soilu. Motherwell, again though, another turnover of possession. Just getting a little bit scrappy in the last few moments ever since that opening goal for Motherwell. Wilson tries to touch that down nicely. Can't do so. Soilu wins it back. There is Thompson again working hard for his team. Dan now on the left side. He plays it forward. It might be a good chance if he can get his touch right. He has done as well. It's over towards the man on this edge of the box. And Motherwell just about with the recovery at the last second. There is space opening up for HB Torshavn at times in attack. Motherwell will have to just try and tighten up. That is probably to be expected though. They have got a new centre-back pairing and a new goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a decent chance. Once again, it falls to Voss. He just gets his touch all wrong. Bit of a bobbled pass into him from, I believe, it was the striker Thompson, who just drifted a little bit off to the left, but a half chance that never created a shooting opportunity, but it's something to really work on and build on to give a bit of confidence.
Yeah, it certainly is. As Motherwell again have Williams on the ball. It's moved back the other way though, now back towards the centre-backs, and picked up by Priestman in the midfield. Again, another player who's working hard so far for Motherwell, but with that we have hit the halfway point of this first half at Fair Park. Things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League second qualifying round match against HB Torshavn. A screamer from debutant Martin Moorman means that it's Motherwell 1, HB 0, and it will be Kieran to take us through to half time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Josh. As we see Motherwell in possession, it's Ferdinand with the ball. He's had a bright start, hasn't he? The midfielder looks really good in these opening stages. We now see Said, great football, this ball to the left hand side, it's a ball across the face of goal, it's well deflected away, and it's once again Williams, the left central midfielder, who's almost popping up as a left winger half of the time, and that's a poor touch from Wilson in the end. But a really good start from Motherwell, playing some really sharp football in that sense, which they'll be delighted with. In the opening 25 minutes, like we said, a lot of change. New manager for them, Johansson, Swedish gaffer, and quite a few debutants as well. Like we said, it's going to be a lot of change this summer. Of course, Lucas Ferdinand did play for them last season, but as before that, played all of his career in Austria. But he certainly caught the eye so far. Made 34 appearances in the Scottish Premiership for them, at the heart of midfield. As you see the two new centre-backs linking up together, and of course it is one of those centre-backs that do separate these two sides so far, with that absolute worldy strike from Moorman. As we now see the ball has been well dispossessed, and there's a shot from the halfway line from distance. As mentioned, it goes miles wide in the end. I'm not too sure who that was who picked it up for HB, but it was a slight just loss of possession there, wasn't it? And I think that's a bad choice to go for goal. It's a great opportunity to drive forwards, and he's just gone for goal from the halfway line. Yeah,
when your opportunities have been as scarce as they have been so far for HB, you're thinking that is probably the wrong choice. It's Mene, isn't it, in the end, in the midfield? He just thinks that he's spotted the goalkeeper off his line. Perhaps he is, but to score from that sort of position, you're going to have to really get it right. I sort of agree with you, Kieran. I think they should have made more of that one. They haven't had anything so far given to them by Motherwell, so it does feel like the selfish option. Still early on in the game though. I think if that's in the later stages, then he's probably going to be getting an earful from the rest of his teammates and his manager as well. So it doesn't quite work out for him on that occasion, and it remains 1-0.
Yeah, it remains 1-0 at the moment to Motherwell. What a chance it was though from Nene to really drive it forwards. It felt like a 2-on-2, didn't it? After it was a short pass towards Ferdinand, he couldn't react quick enough to it. As Nene wins his header, but he gives it away. Forward header from Williams, cleared upwards. Wilson battling for it. The left back's been heavily involved, hasn't he, in this opening 26 minutes. Williams goes into the back of his man, but it's a sharp turn from Hansen anyway. And it's going to be a free kick that goes the way of the visitors, won by Johansson. And we're waiting this free kick to be taken. Said just getting told off by the referee. And it is going to be the number 8, Soilu, just inside his own half, ready to take this one. Everybody's gone forward, despite it being in their own half. Only the free kick taker, Soilu, and the goalkeeper, Mark, everyone's in their own half. Everyone's gone forward. They obviously are tagged in set pieces as a real avenue for success and threat towards Motherwell. As once again, Soilu's been asked to rejig the ball because of the movement of where he's put it. As we now just to wait for this free kick still to be taken, but it is Moorman's goal that separates these two sides. And finally, Soilu can get us back underway. He launched it into the penalty area towards the back post. The header was won by a Torshavn man. I believe it may have even been steering at the back post, but in the end he puts it miles wide.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better opportunity though, isn't it, for HB Torshavn? You can see why they're putting so many players forward. They clearly think that set pieces are going to be their real only chance of maybe creating something concrete in this game, barring anything else that's given to them by Motherwell. So bit of a half chance for them again. I want to just remind Motherwell that they are still in this game, but Motherwell still looking very comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable for the time being. As we now see the clearance from Motherwell. The greatest allows Torshavn to come on the attack. It's a nice ball down the left-hand side. Ball whipped in towards the back post. Well cleared away by Wilson, but he's almost hooked it back into his own penalty area. And finally, they can clear their lines. This time it was Sparrow who just about gets there to hook it away. Starting to look a little bit more dangerous. Torshavn. This is where, of course, the maybe lack of proper match fitness for both sides comes into play, especially 28 minutes into it. So you might see Motherwell pull up and look a little bit more leggy than usual. Another forward pass is poor from Motherwell. Ricochets towards the midfield, where Hansen plays it across towards the left hand side for Dam. Goes all the way back towards Steering. And now it's with Johansson towards the right hand side for Moore. Moore with a forward pass, a lovely one too. And in the end it goes into the penalty area. Good defending again from Wilson. He's been heavily involved so far.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been a great outlet, hasn't he, down that left-hand side so far for Motherwell. Obviously, had the season out on loan last season at Raith Rovers in the Scottish Championship, and he's come back into this Motherwell team. Obviously wants to try and stake his claim for the left-back position. He's done a good job of that so far as well. He's looked lively down that left side. I think the full-backs are fairly decent for Motherwell as well. From what I saw last season of Sparrow, I was actually quite impressed with him. The game against Celtic here at Fair Park, thought he was good player for them and looked dangerous down that right hand side, so they've certainly got some positive outlets in this team.
They definitely do. Forward ball from the goalkeeper. He's putting his midfield under a little bit of pressure once again, as this time Williams can't get there. It's Johansson now on the right hand side, goes all the way back towards Nene. Now it's going to be with Mott. He finds it across to the left for Steering. It's in the middle of the pack for Hansen. Ball on the right. This is good football, and it's Johansson on the right hand side. Looks for a ball into the penalty area. Well defended just about by the goal scorer Mormon, who then at the second bite of it clears his lines. 30 minutes on the clock. Motherwell were very much in control for about 25 minutes of this one. They've lost that control for the time being. HP Torshavn starting to show a little bit of fight.
Yeah, definitely in the best spell of the game so far, aren't they, at the moment, the visitors. They've just started playing it and keeping it on the floor nicely, and there is some pretty easy on the eye football being played so far at the moment, especially involving the wingers. I think Jonsson and Bossert getting involved quite nicely. Moore as well, the fullback, is coming well to support the attacks down this right hand side. Motherwell not looking as settled as we thought they were. As we say, new centre back pairing, it is going to take time for them just to try and gel together, so you can see why that might be the case for Motherwell. They've still not conceded any real chances so far in this game. There's Mormon there, nice touch around the outside. Ultimately has to give it away for a throw-in though.
Yeah, throw-in in the end, goes out of play for Torshavn. It's going to be Johansson with the ball in hand, waiting for it. He's been told to move back. It's actually Moore with the ball in hand, the number 15. Throws it all the way back to Johansson. Now it's going to be played across towards Steering, the captain of HB. Johansson finds the ball into the middle, plays it just behind Nene, and the forward ball from the midfield of Motherwell is a poor one as well. This time it's from Priestman. Gone really sloppy, haven't they? Motherwell over this last 6 minutes or so. Like I said, maybe that comes down to the fitness, and of course it's technically pre-season still.
Yeah, it is. I think it was only two pre-season games they've played before this, when you've got HB who are in the middle of their competitive season. They're obviously going to be the sharper side, so you are right in that sense. Motherwell players still just trying to sort of shake off that pre-season dust and properly get themselves playing. This is definitely not the best that we're going to see of them going into the season. Of course, Maswanise as well, thought he was absolutely fantastic for them in the Scottish Premier League last time out. He's injured at the moment, so he's not featuring in this game. That's a big miss, and he's integral to the way that they play. There'll still be more signings to come, as well as the money for Elijah Eust is reinvested. So it's just about getting the result, isn't it, in this game? Just making sure you get the job done, that you get through to the next round without any sort of hiccups, and that's what they'll be focusing on.
Yeah, they certainly will be, as we now see them in possession. Pull that to the right hand side as they look to get on the front foot. Ball into the middle for Priestman. Finds Fadinga. He tries to get things going again. See the ball at the top looking towards Vogt. Once again, it's a little bit overhit. He had a bit of a brighter start, did Vogt, to this one, but he's gone a little bit quiet over the last maybe 10 minutes or so. Number 77. Now ball into the middle for Thompson. He loses out for a good challenge from the centre half. Now it's going to be Williams, who wanted an option on the left. Nobody there to give support. Then he uses Wilson, plays it a little bit behind him. Wilson does well to keep the ball in play. That could have been a good chance there if there was someone on the left.
Yeah, I was quite surprised there that Wilson wasn't just bombing forward down that left wing on the overlap. We've seen him do it so far in this game, quite a few times, and the one time where he's really needed, where there is the chance for him to burst into the box, he's a little bit too far deep. Williams doesn't know what to do with it. He's sort of looking round, looking behind him, waiting for the run to come, and it just doesn't do it in the end. And by the time that Wilson does arrive, he's already played the pass, and it's gone a little bit awry for Motherwell, but they are attacking again now with Sparrow.
Yeah, and here they come with Fidinga. He plays it in towards Said. Back to Fidinga again on the right hand side with Vogt. He whips it in, and it's a wicked ball in. It's a great delivery. And once again, I come back to that point of, if they had that focal point classic number 9 in there, I mean, it's an absolute dream for one of those, but no one really attacking it. It bounced in the penalty area across the face of goal. It's still alive for Motherwell 30 seconds later on the left hand side. It never went out of play despite evading everybody, but it was a wicked delivery. I'll come to Josh in a moment on that cross as we now see them on the attack again. Ball whipped in once again towards Said with a header. It's off the crossbar, and what a chance that is for him. A free header only about 5 or 6 yards out, and he crashes it off the bar. What a chance.
It's got to go in, hasn't it, there from Ibrahim Said. I mean, he's just peeled off his man really nicely inside the box, and he's not the tallest player, so he does have to jump for it a little bit. But you're expecting him to get that on target. It's off the crossbar, so it's about as close as you can get. Goalkeeper beaten, but that's a huge chance for Motherwell. Closest they've come so far to doubling their lead. Just as we were saying as well, you are definitely right about them not having that focal point. I think a striker in the box there, a true number 9, I think buries that sort of opportunity. Centre backs nowhere to be found. That's a golden chance for Motherwell to go 2-0 up. They'll be encouraged that they've started to dominate again in this game. After HB looked like they were growing into it, a decent chance for them there. Another wicked ball into the box from Sparrow, who looks really dangerous on the right hand side. You can't help but feel the second goal is more likely to be Motherwell's.
Yeah, you'd expect so. Well, Said, despite being in the front line, he's not the most prolific. Only scored 3 in 38 in the Scottish Premiership last season, but what a chance that is. Such a good opportunity, only a few yards out, and he crashes his header off the bar. This is nice football, though. Ball into the penalty area, looking for Sparrow. He looks for a cut back and out for a corner, and Motherwell, they've woke up again. Yeah,
Sparrow once again causing absolute havoc on that right hand side. Some lovely one-touch football being played by them on this occasion. We're just about to see that chance again for Said. He just gets away from the defenders. They'd all sort of just rooted to the spot inside the box. Easy as you like for him just to peel off the back, take no credit away from the ball in from Sparrow, the Welshman. They're all just caught napping in the end. Styring and Johannesson nowhere to be seen. Corner coming now for Motherwell.
As you see the corner whipped in, and there's a header, and it goes into the hands of the goalkeeper. His moment again is having the debut of dreams in terms of competitively.
He's looking like a real goal threat at the moment, isn't it? I'm not sure that's what they had in mind when they signed him earlier on in the summer. But so far he's really popping up and looks dangerous in those sort of situations. I'll break off though. Look for a moment that HB Torshon. We're going to get in down the other end of the field for the first time in some minutes. Paulson though has the ball just inside his box.
Yes, you now see them into their own penalty area, almost messing around with it as their clearance blocks into the box, and now it's going to be cleared long. What a turn that is from Vogt, who spins away from his man. It's brilliant from him as Steering followed him the whole way. Vogt still driving forward. He finds Said. He turns away from his man. Was there a bit of a pull on his shirt? No free kick given. The Motherwell players and fans not too happy with that decision. Really sharp from Vogt though in the build-up. They're still in the attack now. It's Williams on the left-hand side. He's got Wilson for company. Looks to use Fidinga. Now it's all the way back for Priestman. Hangs it up towards the back post, but easily cleared away, only as far as the centre half. It's Morman who drops to the right-hand side of defence for the time being. Priestman finds Booth. Booth opens it up. Finds it to the right for Sparrow. Sparrow then back towards Priestman. Finds Booth again. He takes some heavy touches, has to turn away from his man. Nice football this from Motherwell, looking to end the half really strong. Booth again picks it up. It's going to be whipped into the penalty area for Saeed, who goes for goal once again. He latches at it, hits it into the ground. It goes a little bit wide, and that's two good chances. He punches the floor in disgust with himself because he knows it's two really good opportunities.
Yeah, it is. This one, I think, is a lot harder than the initial header that he had just a few moments ago. But you're right, it just sort of takes a hopeful swipe at it, doesn't it, there? He should do better with that effort. He needs to at least test the goalkeeper and get it on target in that situation. Hits it into the floor, though, scuffs his effort. Yeah, I don't blame him for punching the ground there in anger. He definitely should have done better, but he's starting to get more chances, and that should be the encouraging thing for him. He's playing more central as well than we initially thought. Thought he'd be playing on the left side of a front three. It looks like he's actually in the centre ahead of Booth at the moment.
Yeah, it certainly does. Booth seems to be more of a free roamer so far, doesn't he? He's almost dropping a little bit behind him. He's moving it round, almost practically playing in midfield, isn't he, so far? Doesn't feel like they're really playing with a left winger. It's almost like Booth's in midfield and Williams is the left winger in this one, as opposed to what maybe we had down on our starting 11 team sheets before kick-off. I think we all had Booth up front and Williams in central midfield with Saeed on the left. Certainly hasn't been the case. There's a man down at the moment, though, for HB Torshavn. Awaiting confirmation of who it is. It may be the left winger Johnson, who's receiving some treatment. And he's just been helped back to his feet now. The referee's telling him he's got to move off the field of play. It was Johnson, the man down, who's not had too many touches. We've not really been able to say too much about any of the Torshavn players so far.
No, we haven't, have we? I think we mentioned Voss a few times in the early stages, who looked to threat down that right-hand side, but once again, Motherwell have responded nicely, and they've just sort of completely nullified the threat from the Faroe Islands team. Not ideal now, with an injury as well, when they've not been playing well anyway. It's not helping that Jonsson looks like he might have to go off here. He's just walking off the field, so we'll see if he receives any sort of further treatment once he reaches the sidelines, but far from ideal for the away side.
Yes, we now see the ball in the hands of Dam, ready to get us back underway. 40 minutes on the clock, it's flown by. Has this game, I thought the first game that I covered did as well. Flora beating the New Saints 1-0. This one, Motherwell 1, HB Torshavn 0. As we now see the ball with Gerdwood Reich. He's going to carry it forwards, the Aussie centre half. And he carries it all the way into Mormon's space. Finds Mormon himself. Mormon into the midfield. Turn from Fidinga. Plays it into the centre for Booth. The number 27 just drops a little bit deeper once more. Finds Fidinga. He looks for a switch of play, and once again he gets it spot on. He's had a few of those, hasn't he? He's got a great range of passing, the Austrian. As we now see Wilson, ball into the penalty area. Did it go out and curl back in? Yes, it did. They would have got a corner if not for that, but the right idea. But yeah, the range of passing from Fidinga so far, it's almost like when you see those training drills and there's a one player who wears the bib and he just plays for both teams and he sprays it to everyone. Feels like he's doing that at the moment.
Yeah, it just looks like a cut above, doesn't it, in this Motherwell team. You can see why they're looking for him every time that they get in possession, because he's just absolutely dictating the play. He's a big player, isn't he, for Motherwell going into this season. If they are going to sort of replicate what they did last season, I mean, I think there was at certain points where Motherwell were getting called for being in a potential title fight. So if they are going to reach those highs, it might be a bit harder. You'd expect Celtic and Rangers to be better this coming season, as well as Hearts, who going to look to sort of move on from the heartbreak of the end of last season and maybe go that one step further and win the title. So plenty of competition for them, and players like Fidinga are going to be integral to Motherwell.
Yes, we're going to see the ball on the right. It's going to be with Sparrow. Jinx it in behind. It's going to be well cleared away. Only as far as Fidinga again. Fidinga with the ball down the right hand side once more. And it's going to be with him. He finds Priestman. Turns away from his man, looks for a ball in behind, well intercepted and cleared away. Only as far as Mormon, who brings it down with a great first touch. Got a feeling he might be a success and a hit for Motherwell. I'm going to jump the gun early on that one. Maybe, of course, when it gets into domestic league level, things get a little bit trickier, but just seems so confident, doesn't he? He seems a real powerful centre half as well. Got real stature to him. Bit of pace about him as well. Booth has been caught out there by Johansson, but the clearance is only as far as Sparrow on the right hand side. He finds Booth. Now it's in towards Vogt, who's driving forwards. thought about the cross, checks away, picks a nice pass instead. Nice football from Motherwell. Priestman picks the pass for Said. He hits it from distance. It's well blocked away. Takes a couple of ricochets in towards the feet of Dam, who shimmies away from his man, but just works his way into trouble and gives it away in his own final third. Here's Said driving forwards. Picks it to the right-hand side for Sparrow. He's got Priestman for company. Doesn't use him. Uses Booth instead. Thought about the shot. Didn't take it on. And it's going to go back towards Priestman on the right-hand side for Sparrow. He whips it in first time towards Said. Decent first touch. Spins. Goes for goal. Puts it wide again. It's not his day in front of goal so far. That one a harder chance. And he always just looks to the heavens, doesn't he? Thinking he's just not getting the look so far. But he's in the right positions every time.
Yeah, hat-trick of chances now, isn't it, for the Nigerian in this first half. Again, it's not the easiest chance. There's a few players in the way of him, and the ball is sort of behind him, so he has to adjust and try and just keep it down as much as he can, despite leaning back. In the end, can't quite manage it. Some decent power on it. But as we keep saying, if he keeps getting into those positions and the ball keeps falling for him, you do imagine he is going to score at some point. Of course, you mentioned his sort of record not being too prolific last season. If he's going to keep himself in the plans to start for Motherwell, he's got to be burying more chances.
Yeah, it has to be. You feel like they're going to go into the market for forwards, aren't they? That's almost a given after losing a couple of them. But he's certainly got to impress. Probably why he's getting so agitated with himself. When you see a forward so agitated visually, they usually keep missing. It's the ones who just stay composed, crack their head down and keep going, the ones that go on to be successful. Yeah,
it's almost like the ones that don't go and be successful, they're trying too hard. The effort is there, but it's almost like they're forcing it, aren't they? The good strikers know when to sort of maybe lay off a chance or maybe to take themselves away from it. So Said can keep getting the chances and keep trying as hard as he likes, but he has just got to sort of relax himself and the goals will fall.
Yeah, as we now see the ball on the right hand side, it's a really good run. Is this from Voss, who goes into the penalty area. What a run from him. He's almost brought down. Back heel across the face of goal. I tell you what, he puts that into a great area and there is nobody there for HB Torshavn. What a wasted chance that was.
Yeah, just a lack of a striker for both teams, it feels like, in this game. You imagine, Thompson, Voss and Jonsson, expecting them all to be in that sort of area. Voss has put the ball in, he's done his job, he's carried that ball a long way up the pitch and just needs his striker to be waiting there inside the 6-yard box. The only man close enough to him, or close at all, is way too close to him, so we can't really play the ball because he's been marked out by the other defenders. A real waste of a chance there for the away side. We've not had much at all in this first half. 1 minute added on, we're already 30 seconds of the way through.
Yeah, as we now see the ball go out of play for a throw-in. Well, we only had 7 seconds of added time in my opening game. Only 60 seconds we're going to get in this one. Just 1 minute added on. We're almost already 50 seconds into it. So half time is upon us. It is Motherwell 1, HB Torshavn 0. Thanks to a great goal from the debutant Mormon. He picked it up from distance and unleashed an absolute pile driver into the far top corner. Going into the break at Fir Park. It is Motherwell 1, HB Torshavn 0.
Half time at Fir Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Mormon, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fir Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Mormon, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this UEFA Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this UEFA Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this UEFA Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre back. A left footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this UEFA Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area, a pile driver into the top right corner. Motherwell dominating for the most part, a hat-trick of chances for the Nigerian Ibrahim Side. However, he hasn't managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell looking comfortable and looking dominant. Half-time at Fair Park and things going to plan so far for Motherwell in this Europa Conference League Qualifying second round match against HB Torshavn. The Scottish side lead 1-0 in this one thanks to a goal from debutant Martin Morman, and what a screamer it was as well from the Austrian centre-back. A left-footed effort from outside the area. That's a very warm welcome back to this independent unofficial off-tube studio commentary. We are just about back underway for the second half at Fair Park. Motherwell leading HB Torshavn by a single goal to nil. That goal coming courtesy a pile driving effort from debutant Martin Morman, the centre-back, getting on the score sheet. The only goal so far in this game, however, could have been a few more. Motherwell have been utterly dominant so far in this game. Ibrahim Side himself, the Nigerian forward, has had a few opportunities himself to double the lead for the Well. He's just not managed to find the net just yet, but Motherwell will be confident if they can keep playing like this, then they will be starting their competitive season with a victory. Of course, they've only had the two pre-season friendlies to prepare for this one. A summer of upturn as well. A few players being sold, as we mentioned in the first half. The pick of the bunch being Elijah Joost, who was fantastic in the World Cup for New Zealand, being sold to Swansea City. They lost the manager as well. Maswanise is injured for this game, so it's definitely a different looking Motherwell side So far they've controlled the possession really well. They might have another chance as well early doors now. It's moved out towards Sparrow, who was brilliant in the first half. Another good ball into the box. It's punched away by Mork, the HB goalkeeper. Well, will retain possession as a result of it. Mormon down the line and finds Wilson again, who was fantastic in the first half. Gets down the line, ball into the box is a low one, and ultimately it's put behind for a corner kick. It's Hansen, the final touch on it comes off of Motherwell starting the second half in the same vein of the first. Myself, Joshua Makin, alongside me, Kieran Graham, taking you through the rest of this second half, and I'll get Kieran's thoughts in just a moment as Motherwell are already ready to take this corner kick. It's going to be the in-swinger from that far side. Players lurking inside the box, including Mormon, and it comes from Ferdinga. It's high and looping. There's the header as well from Mormon. Ultimately, though, it's behind him, and HB should get this one clear. Wilson takes it off his man easily, though. It's Priestman, plays it through now towards Mormon. Out again now. And that's surely going to be a free kick. A heavy tackle there on Girdwood Wright. Play continues. Don't think there was even any advantage played. Girdwood Wright is back up to his feet and okay. The Australian centre half. Wilson. Priestman. Back now towards Wilson. Lining it up on his left foot. It's deflected. And ultimately on target. But an easy save for the goalkeeper to make. And ultimately at the end of that chance. As I was saying, Kieran Graham joining me commentating for this one. And Kieran, Motherwell so far have done everything right.
They have. They're really good. They should be winning by more than one, it feels, in this one. We've seen two really good chances for Ibrahim Said in the first half. That header was a huge opportunity. The referee's just pulled it back for a free kick in a decent position for Motherwell. I'm not really too sure what for, as the forward pass trickled into the goalkeeper. But yeah, we expect Motherwell to just push for a second this half. Yeah, we certainly do. They're definitely the odds-on favourites, and they've proved that so far in this game. I'll go through the changes as well, and just after this free kick is taken, no changes for either side at the half-time break. It was looking for him on that. Jonsson was injured for HB Torshavn, but he was able to continue, and he's back out for the second half. And Ferdinga has the chance for this free kick. It's around 30 yards out. Two-man wall for HB Torshavn. He's actually going to chip it towards the far post. Not the greatest delivery, and it's headed towards the side. Moore will be able to keep that one in as well and play it down the line. There's a slip though from the HB attacker, and Motherwell get back on the ball. It's with Said as well now, drifting inside. He finds his ball towards Williams. Come Motherwell again now, moving inside the centre. Cross comes into the area as well. It's a good looking one from Williams, out on the edge of the box now. It's hit on the volley. Header is a clearance. Said now picks the ball up as well. It's moved out towards Sparrow. And now towards Ferdinga as well. Sparrow will take it. It's on his left foot and moves inside. Ferdinga back inside now again towards Sparrow. Nice play and patient build up from the home team. Vog out again towards Sparrow. Priestman available to his right, but goes for the cross himself. This time not quite the good delivery from the Welshman. However, Motherwell have it back once again. Some nice touch play and frees up Williams. Inside there towards Ferdinga, and now back to Williams, who just turns on it a little bit, but he finds it through towards Vog now. Here is the Swiss forward, trying to get a goal on his debut, but just won't quite work out for him in the end. HB have won the ball back, a bit of an aimless ball forward and controlled by Motherwell, so we'll just go through the lineups again. As I say, no changes. Paulson in net for Motherwell, back four of Sparrow, Girdwood, Reich, Mormon and Wilson. It's Priestman, Ferdinga and Williams in the midfield with a front three of Said, Booth and Vog. For HB, Mork is the goalkeeper, Mort, Johansson, Styring and Dam is the back four. Midfield three of them, Nenny, Hansen and Soilu, and then a front three of Voss, Thompson and Jonsson. Still yet to really see those front three players for HB Torshavn have any sort of effect in this game. Really quiet for them so far. They've been doing an awful lot of tracking back and defending. Soilu, furthest man forward for HB as Ferdinga tries to move inside. He eventually just finds Vog as well, who knocks it round his man nicely. That's great pace shown from the debutant. He's up towards the byline as well. Still going as he fires his ball across the gut face of goal. And the keeper is there at the near post just to collect it. Yeah, simple take in the end for the goalkeeper. Decent ball whipped in though. Once again, looking pretty dangerous at times. Motherwell, the back in possession now. Instantly trying to get on the front foot with Priestman. Yeah, plays it back inside though this time towards Williams. Now Sparrow will take over. Chance now again for Vog to
run at his fullback, twisting and turning. He's found his way through almost, a bit of a heavy touch. It sort of ricochets off the defender and onto Vog in the end. HB aren't taking any sort of chances with the clearance. Styring smashes it straight out there for a corner kick, which Sparrow will race over towards. 6.5 minutes gone in this second half. Still Motherwell 1, HB 0. And I think HB have managed to get out of their own half so far. It's been all one-way traffic once again from the home side. Corner taken short. Sparrow over towards Ferdinga. Ball will eventually come in. It's looped towards that back post. Mormon is waiting for it again. HB with the defensive header out for a throw-in on that far side in front of those Motherwell Ultras. I'm sure having a great evening of it so far, supporting their team on to what will hopefully be a successful European campaign for them. Priestman from range, he lost one into the area. Sparrows and marks as he tries to head it back in towards the box. He probably would have wanted to try and bring the ball down there, but it was too high up in the air for him. HB have now got another substantial clearance forward, but Gerwood Reich is going to collect possession again. Sparrow, I feel like a second goal is not too far away at the moment for Motherwell. Priestman inside towards Ferdinga. Nice ball around the corner, but Booth can't keep hold of it this time. Again, the Motherwell press is good, but HB will just about survive it. Could be a 2-on-1 here as well if they can play this one rightly. Could be a chance, and they might be through as well, but it's great defending from Priestman, who gets back there. Thought the chance was on for HB. I think it was Thompson who was making the run through. Just didn't quite have the pace to carry himself forward, though. Yeah,
they didn't in the end. They've had a couple of those breakaways, haven't they, in this game, HB Torsham, but in the end aren't able to turn them into real opportunities. We saw at the end of the first half, Voss with that back-heeled cross into a great area where there was just nobody attacking it. It does just feel like the actual quality in the final third really lacks, doesn't it, for the Faroe Islands side, which we probably expected coming into this one compared to the quality that Motherwell have up against this Faroe Islands side. But yeah, they do have the rare opportunities, they just can't make them count.
Yeah, there'll be much more substantial tests for Motherwell coming in the season, of course. They do get back to life in the Scottish Premier League. Of course, if they do go further in Europe as well, the quality of the opposition will increase with every single qualifying round. So it's important just to get through this one so far, get your players prepared, almost treat it as a pre-season game in a sense, and get a lot of these new players used to playing together. We'll mention again, 5 new signings playing in this game, as well as the academy graduate Booth up front. So 6 players that didn't play for Motherwell last season. It's obviously going to take time for them all to blend together, but they've done a decent job of it so far. They want a few more goals to show for it by the end of it. Going into that away leg, of course, if you can give yourself some breathing space between yourselves and your opponent, it will always go a long way. As it's into the corner now, Williams working really hard, and he's done well. He's put it back in towards the area, almost falls at the feet of Booth, but Johannesson in the end with some real good defensive work, and he will hook it clear out for a throw-in about halfway inside the HB half. The Motherwell fans over on that side trying to G up their players once again. I think they're in another good moment in this game. Paulson must be bored at the moment, been given practically nothing to do all game. I'm not actually sure if HB have registered a shot in this one. It's been that quiet from them in an attacking sense. Paulson will now see some action as the ball is played back to him. Not the greatest clearance, but will actually find a man in an amber shirt. The ball forward though from Priestman isn't the best on the left wing, and Johannesson picks it up, goes back towards the goalkeeper mark, just now on the edge of his own box. 10 minutes into the second half, still Motherwell 1, HB Torshaw 0. Again, just playing it around slowly for the time being, not really going anywhere with it. Mentioned there was another game that we were covering this evening in the Europa Conference League Qualifiers. I'll mention what that is in a moment, as Wilson's found space, a nice touch inside before he's eventually stopped by Moore, who will get it cleared. But yeah, in that other game, it involves an Irish side in the form of Derry City. They're 1-0 down at the moment though to Rijeka in their Conference League qualifier. Tony Fluke has got the opening goal 7 minutes into the second half of that one. You can catch that available on our service as well. Well playing it forward again. Wilson with some good work. He finds Said as well on the edge of the box, trying to knock it through for his man in the form of Williams. He has done as well, up towards the byline now, chips it back into the area. No one waiting in there, so it's a clearance towards the edge of the box. It lines up nicely as well. Oh, what a goal that is. It's a second brilliant goal of the game for Motherwell. It's Verdinga as well. We mentioned about his quality in the first half. What a goal from the Austrian. 2 Austrians scoring in this game now for Motherwell, and it puts them 2-0 up.
They're an absolute joke. We were saying that Motherwell are going to be trying to sign more forwards. Just go to Austria. Send your scouts to Austria and you're going to get goal of the season contenders every week. What a hit that is from Verdinga. I don't know which one's better. This one technically is better, isn't it? Because it uses the instep right on the inside of his boot, hooks it perfectly into the, almost across where it came from, into the far top corner. I mean, that is an unbelievable strike. Bottom of the crossbar and in. The goalkeeper's got no chance. I mean, it is an unbelievable hit. 2 worldies for Motherwell. We said they'd push for the second. They've got it at this rate with how poor HB Toshon have been. Go for the third. Go for the fourth. Maybe be able to rotate a little bit next week in the away leg. Give other players an opportunity to gain a bit of match fitness as well. But Verdinga's been probably my man of the match before that game. Before that goal, should I say, sorry. Never mind, with that goal added to it, he's got some real technical quality about him, and what a hit that is, and it's 2-0. It feels like it's game over in this one.
Yeah, that one might just knock the stuffing out of HB Toshon. They've not really offered anything anyway in this second half, but you wouldn't be surprised if the floodgates start to open now, and it's looking like Motherwell are going to avoid a repeat of a Scottish side suffering a particularly brutal loss in this Europa League Conference League qualifying match. Of course, Hibernian 2-0 to a side from Kosovo earlier on in the day. Motherwell well on course to get their 26-27 season off to the winning start. 13 minutes into the second half, Motherwell 2, HB Toshon 0, courtesy of 2 fantastic goals from the Austrian duo of Mormon and Verdinga. It's been out playing the ball forward. It's a long one. It's going to be easily dealt with though in the end there by Gerwood Reichel. Just let that one through and out for a goal kick. A chance for Paulson just to try and get some sort of minutes in this one. Still not seeing any changes being readied in this game from either side. We're almost up to the hour mark, and usually we've maybe seen a change or two by now, but that's not been the case. Motherwell are going to take this goal kick on the floor through Mormon, who knocks it back towards Paulson. Now back towards Mormon, who carry it outside of his area. Nice ball out on the wing towards Wilson, who can drive forward. He pings the ball over the top as well, looking for Vog over on that far side. HB win the header, but it's knocked down towards Sparrow now. Back inside towards Booth, who initially was starting up front, but has played deeper and deeper as the match has gone on. Verdinga, scorer of the second. Inside again now towards Priestman. And Williams also linking up. Out again now towards Sparrow. Moves it towards Vog. Nice touch around the outside. That's brilliant from the Swiss forward. He's up towards the edge of the box now. Pings it across the ball. And it's almost into the net there. It's Said again. He's back to goal this time, so it is a tough chance. A few HB defenders around him. Once again, looking frustrated with himself. But that was brilliant there from Vog.
Yeah, he's once again almost throwing a little paddy with himself, isn't he? He never actually gets a shot off. I think he's just frustrated that it's behind him is the actual cross. He so almost turns it into a chance. The touch just a little bit too heavy in the end, which is a real shame for him.
Yeah, as the resulting ball goes into the air, it's going to go all the way through and be picked up by Williams. Right-footed ball in now towards the back post. No one attacking it for Motherwell. Johannesson could have probably let it go out for a goal kick, but wasn't taking any sort of chances. Better clearance on it now from Dan, but it is out for a throw-in again towards Motherwell, who continue to ask the questions in this second half. It's going to be Sparrow to take this throw-in. He's moving back towards his own half though. He'll eventually throw it in towards the centre, back towards Sparrow. Nice ball now again, which finds Mormon waiting in the centre circle. Well, past the hour mark now. Motherwell 2, HB Toshon 0. Williams. Sparrow lets it run for Vog instead. He's looked pretty lively so far in this game, Vog. We haven't sung his praises too much, but some good moments, especially in this second half. He's got round the left back multiple times and was nearly rewarded with an assist just a few moments ago.
Yeah, exactly that. He's looked okay, hasn't he, Vogt, on that right-hand side. He looks dangerous at times, just need to see him a little bit more. The number 77, Swiss forward, Yeah, right, as we've just passed the hour mark in this one, remains 2-0 to Motherwell, who you presume are going to push for a third.
Yeah, you would expect them to do that. Willie Vaught signed from the Challenge League in the summer. Only 24 years of age, still plenty of time on his side as well for the Swiss forward. Hasn't got a goal or anything to show for it just yet in this game, but has the chance to do so. Here's Damlo down the other end for HB Torshon. He plays it over towards the far side, heading forward. This might be a shot as well, and it's just past the post. Paulson at full stretch, looked to be beaten for that one. I think it was Thompson, the HB striker for this game. It was him as well. Just popped up out of nowhere. Motherwell almost caught slacking, but just about get away with it.
Yeah, really nice ball from Dam towards the back post. It was a 2v1 situation. It was well won by Moore. He knocked it down, and great technique from Thompson on the spin. Spins his body, hits it first time on the volley. Doesn't put it too far wide from the far corner. Saeed runs into trouble and loses out in the end, but best chance so far, or the closest they've come so far, should we say. And it's not a mile bit wide. Decent opportunity, but it remains 2-0.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's by far the closest that HB Torshon have come to scoring in this game, though. First moment for Paulson to be worried about. However, he wasn't needed in the end as the ball just bounced past the post in the end. HB back in possession now. All the way at the back. Is that the moment that just sort of wakes them up in this game and makes them remember that they are capable of causing some problems for Motherwell. Haven't seen too much of it so far, but that was certainly a reminder for them. They get a bit more confidence now as well. It's brought down by Darmody. We'll get that ball forward as well. Thompson, once again, he's racing through. Fantastic sliding tackle from Martin Mormon. We've already seen how good he can be going forward in this game with an absolute screamer earlier in the first half. However, that's his first real defensive action. A wonderful sliding tackle just tonight. Thompson, who's gaining confidence as this second half goes on. Mormon just stopping him from getting through there and getting the shot off. Motherwell now back in possession inside the HB Torshon half. Fadinga just walking with the ball at the moment. We're waiting for the options to present themselves. Wilson side to side now for Williams. He finds Fadinga. Not much of a press being offered by HB Torshon as it's worked out towards Priestman on that left hand side. It's about carrying it forward. Now it's back in towards Fadinga. Now back towards Priestman. Sparrow calling for it on this far side. Might eventually receive it as Goodwood Reach. Finds him. It's on the halfway line though at the moment for Motherwell. It's played over on that diagonal ball again, but HB win it this time and they can drive forward. It's Dan again who's looking to make space. Great turn inside, and he's still going at the moment. Still going up towards the edge of the box. What a run this would be, and ultimately just gets it lost under his feet, and then it might have actually been Voss, the Danish winger, who carried that ball forward. A wonderful run, but didn't result in anything.
Yeah, it was a great run from Voss once again. Looks the more dangerous player, doesn't he? The number 11 for HB Torshon, but just overdid it. The Danish number 7 in the end, and Motherwell can come back on the attack.
Yeah, it's Fogg now up the other end, looking to create some more problems. Lays it off towards Fadinga, now towards Booth as well, who has got an assist to show for it on his professional debut. He laid it off towards Fadinga. Of course, it was all about the strike from the Austrian, but a nice moment still for the Scottish youngster. Mormon back towards Fadinga as Motherwell have been just pushed back for the time being. Sparrow by the touchline, back towards Fadinga. Sparrow again will drive inside once again, just happy to keep possession for the time being. Motherwell, not too much urgency about their play. Not surprising considering they are 2-0 up and cruising in this game. Nice turn though by Fadinga, and he's surely hacked down there by Mneni in the midfield. That might be the first yellow card of the game. I think it's actually just going to be a talking to from the Faroe Islands central midfielder. You see it again there from Fadinga, that sort of quality. He can play at walking pace, but it's just that touch to get him away from his man, and he looks a cut above. Yeah,
he does. Having a really good game. Like we said, was very consistent last season in terms of the amount of games that he played for them in what turned into a pretty entertaining season for Motherwell. Played some great football. Like I said, they've lost the manager. Oh, of course, that's a great touch though by Sparrow, and here they come on the attack.
Yeah, Sparrow driving into the box now, still going. He plays it across, can side finally get his goal. Lays it off for Vog. He's got to score that one. He hits it low, he hits it hard, but ultimately he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. I'll get Kieran's thoughts in just a moment, because here come HB on the counter-attack. It slipped through now. Can they get a shot? They pull it back inside the area. I'm not sure that was the right option to go for. Surely you just hit that at the near post and hopefully find it through the goalkeeper. They don't manage it, and both sides could have easily just scored there.
Mental 30 seconds on one side. What a run from Sparrow, who's been great at right back today, hasn't he? Where's the number 7 as if he's a winger, and he's played like a winger, hasn't he? He's been so good going forwards. Lovely cutback. It's almost like Saeed and Vogt are in each other's way, but it worked out. But Vogt really does just rush his chance. Then straight at the other end, it was a good save, of course, by the goalkeeper. The bit of a ricochet from the long throw in. They're just about clear. Their line still not fully clear, and then a strike from distance, miles over the bar for Torshavn. But then at the other end, it was the striker Thompson. I thought, yeah, I agree. I thought he should have just gone for goal. He wanted to be clever and hoped for his left winger to make the run. He never did. I think he thought his striker was going to go for goal as well. But a mental couple of moments. Still 2-0 though.
Yeah, also equally mental was the positioning of the goalkeeper Paulson there. As that ball came in from HB Torshavn, he's sort of caught in no man's land. There is actually going to be some movement finally on the bench though for Motherwell. And I believe that is the number 45 coming on in the form of Emmanuel Longello. Also coming on, it's going to be the number 24, Luca Ross. So a double change there for the home side. The first changes of the match finally being made as we expected them to do so. So a double change there for Motherwell. HB Torshavn still yet to look towards the substitutes bench in this one. They're going for sticking with the starting lineup. They are starting to get a little bit more joy. However, they could quite easily concede a third, and not only could that be the game over, that could also be the tie over if it was to be 3-0. Very hard to see them coming back from that sort of disadvantage, even though the return leg will be at their home stadium back in the Faroe Islands. He's played out there towards the left hand side, and Motherwell have got space in again down that left hand side. It's Ross coming forward, who's just come on. His cross is deflected and ultimately picked up by the goalkeeper in the form of Mort. But with that, we've hit the halfway point of this second half. Motherwell looking comfortable, looking on course for an opening day win in the Conference League qualifiers. With that, Motherwell 2, HB Torshavn 0, and it's going to be Kieran to take us through to full time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Josh. As we see Torshavn in possession now, ball into the middle of the park. Heavy back pass all the way back towards the goalkeeper. Change for Motherwell, of course. Longello on for Willie Vogt, which is an interesting one. Longello, a natural left back, obviously. Vogt has been playing as the right wing. Maybe it's just to preserve the lead that they've got, but Longello's gone straight in towards the left back role. Good reach, making way for Luca Ross. As we now see Fidinga plays into the middle of the park for Priestman. Ball to the left hand side for Longello, and a lovely one too. And Longello, can he get on the end of it? He's quick, but he's not that quick, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. Yeah,
he is quick and he's full of energy as well after just coming on, but he gets let down, doesn't he, by the pass that's through towards him. You can see what the idea is, just to get it to Longello and let him run on to the end of those sort of balls through the defence. However, too much weight on that one, and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, goal kick in the end. Double change coming up for the visiting side. Number 9, Sorensen, is going to be coming on, as well as the Norwegian Pettersen. So a double change being readied, awaiting confirmation of who's going to be making way. It looks like the striker Thompson will be one of them, so he's going to make way for Sorensen. I believe he looks pretty confused actually about that substitute, and then the board's just held up the number 7 making way for the number 8. Well, there is no number 8 for the visiting side on the bench, but now it shows up number 8 making way for the number 9. So Soilu comes off for Pettersen, and then Thompson makes way for Sorensen. So a double change. They got there in the end.
Yeah, not the greatest moment there for the fourth official, who seemed to input the wrong numbers for a moment. Could see how confused Thompson looked by that one, but ultimately the right changes were made in the end. So I'm guessing with Sorensen coming on, that's going to be another forward on the pitch for HB Torshavn, and maybe more of a focal point, which they haven't really had through Thompson so far in this game. Can Sorensen be the man to deliver that role for HB Torshavn as they advance down the left?
Yeah, ball down the left-hand side, ball into the penalty area, cleared away by Longelo, off his own, off one of the Torshavn men, and now there's an offside flag that's gone up for Pettersson, who was battling for it. May have even been the substitute. Sorensen, no, it was Pettersson who's gone up front, the number 25, despite the number 9 coming on. We're waiting to see what position he's occupying, Sorensen, but it does look like Pettersson has gone up front. We now see Motherwell in possession with Fedinga, ball on this right hand side. Sparrow all the way back towards his goalkeeper Paulson, plays it to the left hand side for the substitute Ross. It's back to Wilson, all the way back for Paulson, who takes a heavy touch, but it's decent goalkeeping in the end. Forward ball inside, that's much better hold up from him, and it's great touch, and he's still going. What a run that is from Saeed, who still has it, picks a nice pass, probably his better moment of the game. Fantastic from him. Sparrow with a good ball in, well headed away, but a man who's been very frustrated with some lovely footwork.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I almost thought for a moment that he'd held on to it for a little bit too long, but he does actually release it at the perfect time. They just run out of room in the end there, Motherwell. Sparrow doesn't quite able to just put that ball in front of the defence. It's a nice idea, again, looking for the striker, making the run in the box. They're getting closer towards that third goal with that chance there. Just seeing a replay, that is fantastic from side. It's probably the best bit of individual quality we've seen on the ball, other than the 2 goals so far in this game. Brilliant from side. Doesn't quite get the reward he deserves though.
Yeah, as we now see this goal kick taken, smash it straight out. That was going to go out of play for a Motherwell throw, but one of their players has headed it out of play for an opposite throw anyway. Change coming up once again. The number 15, Mert, is going to make way in a moment. Just waiting confirmation of who he's going to make way for. He's going to come off for Silas Jørgensen. So the number 24 coming onto the field of play. So 3 changes in quick succession. Maybe they're thinking we've got to go get a goal.
Yeah, they're really starting to sort of look towards the bench a little bit more out there. Surprised it didn't happen earlier in the game. I thought they would have done it maybe at half time or even earlier on in the second half. It didn't quite come for them as the ball is headed on there. That's an easy claim for Paulson. We'll let it go all the way to the byline in the end and ultimately picking it up. Obviously we don't know much about these players coming off the bench for HB Torshavn. Can't say that I watched the Faroe Islands Premier League too often. Of course, it's nice to have those options off the bench. They'll be a lot more sharper as well than the ones coming on for Motherwell, of course, with them being in the middle of the season rather than just starting pre-season like the Scottish side. So we'll see if it has any bearings on the game.
Yes, I see them on the left-hand side. That's lovely football from Dami. Plays it in towards the number 9, who of course just got subbed on. It falls back to Dami, who opens it up, goes for goal. Good save. Strong right hand as well from Paulson, who parries it absolutely miles towards the right-hand side. Ball whips back in and a header goes into the hands of the goalkeeper. Well, a lovely attacking run from the fullback Dam, who played the 1-2 with Pettersson, and it fell back towards Dam, nipped in ahead of Sparrow, checked onto his right boot, but it was a good save.
Yeah, really strong hand, wasn't it? He manages to get some real distance on it there. Does Paulson. First wheel save to make or break off. There was Longelo sprinting through down the left.
Yeah, he puts a decent ball into the area. There was just no one there, was there? Because Saeed dropped deep to play the ball into Longelo. And that's once again where you're lacking that focal point forward, which they haven't had. What a turn that is, though, from Longelo. Back heel to get away from his man. Ball into the penalty area. That would have been quite some assist. This is a strong challenge in and a good one as well from Fedinga, but Longelo is definitely offside on the recovery. But what a turn from him that was.
Yeah, brilliant piece of skill. He's really made an impact, hasn't he, on that left side since coming on. Whenever he's got the ball, he's really carried himself forward nicely. It's through the legs of the HB defender like he's not even there. He deserves better at the end of it. He puts it into the right area, and you are right, once again we're going to sound like a broken record, but they are just missing that man in the box out there to convert the chances. Motherwell, I feel like when the season starts on, they have got that sort of player. They are going to get a bit more joy in those situations. Likes of Maswanisa, you can imagine getting on the end of those. So encouraging signs again for Motherwell, even if they haven't got that third goal and they've not completely blown away HB Torshavn so far in this game. Still plenty of positive signs.
Yeah, plenty of them. As we now see them on the attack, that's going to be a foul against the Torshavn man. It's going to be a free kick for Motherwell. 75.5 minutes on the clock. Ball at the back with Wilson. Looks like Wilson's gone to centre half, hasn't he? Since those changes, Longelo going to left back. We've not seen much of Luca Ross since he entered the field of play. I couldn't even actually tell you where he's playing. I've not seen anything of the number 24. I'm not too sure where he's slotted in. We now see Fadinga battling with it. Longelo loses out, but he wins it back. Good work from the left back. I covered their opener last season against Rangers. Longelo popped up with a goal in the Scottish Premiership in that game. A nice finish at that, as we see a throw-in. That was the opening game of a pretty dismal time for Russell Martin for Rangers as well. God, that feels a long time ago. He's now a League One manager with Leicester City, which is just a bizarre statement to be making. Leicester City and Russell Martin both been together, but also in League One. Leicester being in League One still a weird one to get used to, but we now see Paulson balls it out to the right-hand side for Sparrow, and plays all the way back for Mormon. Into Paulson again, finds Wilson, turns away from his man. He's got Booth for company, doesn't use him. Now he switches it to the right-hand side with a great ball towards Sparrow. Great goalkeeping that. As Sparrow takes a heavy touch, he's got Ross ahead of him, so it looks like Luca Ross has gone to right wing in the end and replaced Vogt. As we now see the man brought down. The referee's given a free kick. Maybe could have played advantage there.
Yeah, you think he could have done. I mean, there's a few players down for HB Torshawn in the midst of it. One of the Motherwell players down. You do always want to see from the neutral perspective. You want to see the game flowing a little bit and maybe the counter-attack being allowed to play out. But referee wasn't having it on that occasion. No treatment could have been needed for either HB players. They're just getting back up to the feet and they'll be able to continue. Sorensen almost needs to fix his bootlaces.
Yeah, really does at the moment. As we wait for this free kick to be taken, another change coming, and it looks like Charles Cook is onto the field of play. Number 17, 29 years of age. He's been a little bit of everywhere for the last few years before making the move to Motherwell. Played in Belgium for Eupen, also played for Ross County before that, played for Charlton where he came through the ranks, but the 29-year-old Granada international is onto the field of play, and a strike from distance. It's a good save from Paulson, straight down the centre of the goal, but was so powerful that he had to parry it away. Well, if that went in, we'd have seen a hat-trick of beauties. Yeah, we certainly would have done. I mean, he's shown himself to have really strong wrists in the second half as Paulson. There's a few chances that have been sort of hit straight at him, but they've got such power on them that it's quite impressive how he's able just to parry it so far to the side like that one. Just bounced up nicely, didn't it, for HB Torshawn. Great strike through the back of the ball. Paulson's not had too much to do throughout the majority of this game, but he's managed to keep himself awake. There's another chance inside the box and poked wide. HB wanting a corner, but they're not going to get one. What a chance that is. Lovely flick on at the front post. Just awaiting who it was who got on the end of it at the back post. It was a nice delivery, flicked on at the front. It may have been the number 4, Hansen, who was just steaming in. He's almost on full stretch, so in the contact, he doesn't really have much control where the ball is going to go. Like I said, yeah, it was Hansen. He was pulled by Charles Cook. I think that's what they were claiming for. Maybe not enough. I mean, the fact that he still played the ball probably didn't help him for that case, but hey, they're knocking on the door to give them a little scare later on. Yeah, it's going to be a nervy ending by the looks of things, and immediately I saw on the replay, agreed with the HB players. I think Charles Cook is very lucky there. The fact that the HB attacker in the form of Hansen doesn't sort of just throw himself to the floor in dramatic fashion. I think if he does, he might get a penalty for that one, so it's risky business from Regan Charles Cook. Just come onto the field of play as well, so that would have been a disaster of a start to the game for him, but here comes Longelo down the other end. Yeah, it's Charles Cook on the left-hand side. He's picked it up from Longelo. He's into the penalty area. Sharp turn. Longelo makes the overlapping run. Charles Cook still in possession. This time he does find Longelo, gives it back to him on the left. Nice play between the two substitutes, but it's the cross whipped in that's well headed away. It falls to the edge of the box. Strike from distance. It's well blocked away this time. Longelo picks it back up, finds the central midfielder in Priestman. Ball to the back post. Sparrow heads it back in looking for Saeed, but it's well cleared away. Motherwell looking to regain a bit of control now.
Yeah, they are. That would have been harsh, wouldn't it, on HB Torshavn if they just had their best moments in the game and immediately Motherwell just went up the other end of the pitch. But great combining play there from Charles Cook and Longello, both of them doing the overlapping runs, and almost again you're just waiting for someone to pop inside the box and stick that beyond the goalkeeper and make it 3-0 and maybe put this tie out of HB's hands. That would really have given them a mountain to climb in the second leg. For the time being though, they're just about still in it.
Yeah, just about. As we see them in possession. Longello across towards Wilson. And now it's going to go all the way through to Mormon. Now it's in for Luca Rossi, we've not seen anything of, have we, so far? He's lost his first real battle in this one. Sliding challenge, nice football from Torshavn, who've just grown in confidence as these final moments have gone on. But the long ball, as I say that, because of the commentator, 81.5 minutes on the clock. We're starting to see some tired legs out there, more so for Motherwell in defence and midfield, which is understandable. I mean, Priestman, Fidinga and Williams basically played the whole game. Yeah, they have, and they've not had any sort of pre-season, have they? Again, we'll just say, just the 2 matches to prepare for this game, and you've been thrust into a match with a team that's played pretty much in the middle of the season, has been playing this entire time, so fitness is going to play an impact here. And if you're HB Torshavn, you're thinking we can really try and get at Motherwell now in the final stages. That's why Motherwell have used those substitutes as well, just try and get as many fresh legs on as possible. So HB Torshavn, if they want to make the next game more interesting, I feel they need at least a goal in the final 8 minutes plus whatever the fourth official adds on. Yes, we now see more central. It's going to be with the number 5, Nene, who had that halfway line shot earlier on in their first half. Squandered a pretty good counter-attacking opportunity. He's now played a long ball in behind, and once again it's overhit, so it's going to go behind for a goal kick. Goal kick the way of Motherwell, and their fans are loving life, making noise in that corner as they always do, with that flag being waved around as you see every game at Fir Park. There's a header into the middle. Priestman plays it for Charles Cook, looks to turn away from his man, plays a nice ball towards Longello as well. Saeed leaves it for Longello to gather it into the space. He's got Saeed to the left, finds him up against the number 24 substitute in attack, finds a 1-2 with Saeed and Longello just working together on that far side. As we now see Fidinga, who of course scored that second goal, a great goal. He's looked for a diagonal ball. What a ball into the area it is again from Fidinga. What a ball that was. But Sparrow couldn't guide his header central for a teammate, and in the end he just win a throw. But he's been great, hasn't he? Yeah, so dangerous, isn't he, in those positions, especially on the edge of the box where he can just sort of pop up and create that chance out of nothing. It's unfortunate that Sparrow's the man underneath it in the end. He has been fantastic in this game, but he's not really as good in the air. And once again, he's just trying to find a teammate rather selflessly. I feel like if he tried just to generate that power himself with there, he can maybe put that beyond the goalkeeper. Can't manage it in the end though. The score remains at just 2-0. Yeah, just 2-0. As we see them in possession at the back. Torshavn find it on the right hand side. It's going to be with the full-back in Jørgensen, the substitute. Hansen plays it into the middle, just getting a little bit slow as this game now as we get to the last stages, but it's a good ball in behind towards Pearson on full stretch, and he's claiming there was a touch for a corner. He doesn't get it. It's a goal kick. It's almost like they've done pretty well in terms of getting into the final third. They've definitely improved in this second half, but there just is no quality to actually really properly test the goalkeeper. Yeah, it's just like there's something missing, isn't there? And when you play in the Faroe Islands Premier League, you're not going to be able to probably attract those players who can make the difference in games like this. When you're playing, against a team that's going to be competing in the Scottish top division, you are going to find yourselves just lacking a little bit forward. You've got to take the chances that you do get, which you haven't been able to do. Motherwell now coming forward, great sliding tackle inside his own box there from Styring, and HP should be able to get this one clear. Yes, we now see the ball go out of play for a throw-in. And throw-in goes the way of HB Torshavn. I wasn't sure whether substitutes were about to be made then. There's a double change coming up, but not yet. Looked like the number 30 and 21 were lined up for the away side. So maybe Maritson and Lon getting ready to come on when the ball next goes out of play. We now see a sharp turn, goes all the way back to centre half Hansen. Now it's on the right hand side, clip ball in behind. Looking for the substitute, number 7 in Vos. Well, it said that Vos had actually come off, but I swear that's the number 7 there. As we now see the ball go out of play for a throw-in. Longello's going to have the ball in hand. Double change coming up then. It's going to be number 4, Hansen, to make way for Lon. And then Maritson is going to come on for Voss, who, like I said, it said that he'd come off earlier on in the game, but he hasn't. And he's going to make way now.
Yeah, that was due to the sort of confusion with the 4th official substitute ball, wasn't it? Where he weren't really sure who was meant to be coming off. But final throws of a dice now for HB Torshawn. They may as well. They don't want to. I mean, at the same time, though, you don't really want to completely sacrifice it, do you? If Motherwell go and score another goal or two here, then it completely takes the tie out of your hands. But maybe they'll just feel a 1-goal deficit is a lot more advantageous and we're worth it throwing these final few changes on. They are attacking as well. They found space on the right wing.
Yes, we see them on the attack now. Ball into the penalty area. It's straight into the middle for Peterson. Spins and goes for goal. It's not a terrible strike, is it? Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, though. And a simple save from Paulson, who was well positioned.
Yeah, not a bad effort in the slightest there. Just turns away from the defender. Again, he's on the sixpence, so it's tough to get a proper shot away, but he keeps it low, he keeps it hard. Ultimately, though, it's good positioning from Paulson. I will credit. It's easy for goalkeepers, I think, to maybe sometimes lose concentration in games like these where they aren't being called upon, but when he has been forced into action, he has dealt with everything that's came his way. He's had a solid debut in goal for Motherwell.
Yes, we now see the ball at centre half. It's on the right hand side now. It does feel like they're the ones pushing for a little bit more. This one, trying to get a late consolation goal to maybe make it more of a test in the second leg, going back to their home game. As we now see the forward pass trickle out for a throw-in. Sparrow with a throw it into the middle for Fadinga. Now it's going to go to Wilson, all the way to the left-hand side for Longello as we approach the 88th minute of this one. Wilson again finds Fadinga. Fadinga turns away, and he's still in possession. Long ball is intercepted and hammered away as well by HB, but only out for a Motherwell throw-in. I think if you're the Swedish Motherwell boss, you're probably very happy with what you've seen today.
Yeah, you are. You'll probably wanting to score more goals, of course. Every team always wants to score more goals and make every win look as thumping as it can be, but the crucial thing was getting the win, getting the players playing together properly and competitively for the first time, and that's what they've been able to do. They've gelled together fairly well, I think, the new signings. None of them have looked out of place. They've all had positive moments in the game. Of course, one of the debutants has scored in the form of Mormon. The others have contributed their bit as well. There's plenty of positive signs to take. They, of course, want to improve, and hopefully going into the away leg for them, there'll be another few goals in it for them.
Yeah, there will be. Ball down the left-hand side looking for Charles Coate. He's up against his man. Stepovers, cuts inside, does well to win a free kick. He's looked lively, hasn't he, the 29-year-old, since coming on. Of course, had a bit of a nervy moment when he pulled the shirt of a man straight away in his own penalty area, but since then in possession he's looked pretty good. As we now see Priestman goes all the way back towards Wilson. Now it's going to be Priestman once again. He finds Booth. Back for Priestman. Booth in towards Wilson again. It's almost felt like Booth has played everywhere in this game, hasn't he? He's been everywhere in midfield. Yeah,
he's a real versatile player. It's unusual to see that, isn't it, as well, from such a young player, that they're able to just sort of cover multiple positions, but he hasn't looked out of place. Again, decent debut for him. He's got an assist, and what a run this is from Longello, bursting into the box again on that left-hand side. HB just about in the way of it. Clearance is aimless, thrown all the way back towards the goalkeeper.
Yeah, 19 years of age. Technically plays for Motherwell B, which of course is the youth team. I believe 3 minutes of added time, shown in a 0-3. on the
There's a
advertising.
substitute then for a moment.
Yeah, I was going to say there's not a 0 on the pitch, but they've shown it as a 0-3, so only 3 minutes of added time, which probably seems fair, doesn't it? It's felt like a free-flowing game of football.
Yeah, it has. It's not had any interruptions at all, has it really? It's been played in good spirits. There's not been any fouls, no yellow cards in the entirety of the match, no injuries as well, which is always nice to see. I think with the World Cup ending as well, we've just been used to having so much injury time. That's of course from the hydration breaks. It's been nice to watch a game again that's been able to flow without there being 4 different stoppages.
Yeah, I don't know how many late kickoffs you did, Josh, but I've done one at 5 a.m. and there was a 10-minute added time at the end, which was probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced.
Thankfully, I didn't do any of those later games. Didn't quite fancy that.
Oh yeah, I don't miss the 5 a.m.s. Well, I'm jealous. I don't miss the 5 a.m.s at all. There's a lot of them. As we see the ball at the back with HB. Sounds like they'll want just one more chance, won't they? With 2 minutes remaining, already hit 60 seconds of this added time period. I see the ball on the left with the substitute, number 30. See them still recycling possession, looking for more. It's going to be steering. Plays it to the left again for Lon. Lon down the line for Dam. And now clipped ball into the penalty area, easily headed away by Wilson. Another one who's had a great game, hasn't it? I think we'd probably both unanimously agree that Fidinga's been the man of the match, though, because he's absolutely stole the show in general play. Never mind the absolute beauty he scored, as well as we now see Charles Cook. Some nice step overs from him. But yeah, Fidinga, for me, man of the match.
Yeah, definitely. I think that second goal alone is probably worthy of winning your man of the match in any game. Add to that his performance, just in general, he looked a class above everyone else on the pitch. Certainly those HP Torshavn players haven't been able to get near him or deal with him the entire time. Thoroughly dominant midfield performance. And yeah, as we keep saying, if Motherwell are going to go on to do anything this season and have a good run in Europe, Fidinga is going to be at the heart of it. They've got to keep him fit. They've got to sort of wean off any interest that comes, if there is any in it, from other clubs. There's going to be a double change right at the end for Motherwell. And just a few of those players just to get themselves some minutes right at the end.
As you now see
Ibrahim Seed coming off. Disappointing not to get his goal, but again a performance they can be happy with.
Yeah, Saeed making weight. He's had a decent game in terms of, I think the promising thing for forwards when they miss a lot of chances is you say, right, well, you're there. A lot of forwards don't even get there. We've seen that quite a few times for HB Torshavn today. There've been decent balls in, but they've not been there. You've been there now. Get on that training ground, work on your finishing, which you should be doing anyway. But you can take some positives. Yes, he'll be frustrated, but there is positives to be had. The 3 minutes are up in this one. There's a long ball for Torshavn trying to get onto the front foot. Mormon's just made way as well. I'm sure he's got a standing ovation on his debut after the absolute worldie he scored. On another day, he would have probably got man of the match, wouldn't he? Because he was an absolute wall at the back, but not too much left to be played now. I see them on the attack, and the full-time whistle has gone between these two sides. Has it, or has he brought it back? No, it has. Full-time whistle has gone at Fir Park. It finishes Motherwell 2, HB Torshavn 0, thanks to 2 worldies from Mormon and Fidinga. It's all about the Austrians today at Fir Park. It finishes 2-0 to Motherwell.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football